Hello everyone and welcome to Wayland Student Press Network's live coverage of Wayland varsity basketball. I'm Josh Schreiber, alongside me is Kevin Wang. We're getting ready for a big DCL matchup here tonight between the Wayland Warriors versus the Concord Carlisle Patriots. So Kevin, as we're about to tip off here, what would you say, what do you think we're going to see tonight from this Wayland team that's 1-3, tough start to the year, but they just did have a win versus Blackstone Valley Prep?
Right, so Wayland came off starting the season with 3 losses in a row. A bunch of different lineup changes since then. Jordy has put in players like Nick Johnson, John Kelly, first year, and Gavin Moser, who's starting this game, into the starting lineup, trying to test it out, figure out the right squad that's going to get this Wayland team as many wins as possible. So for this game, in my keys of the game for this game are to build a bunch of momentum and make sure that they win this game, get a good run into the season and right into the tournament. So to win it, they're going to have to be tenacious in the boards, limit transition points, and hit jumpers. I can elaborate on that later.
Yeah, absolutely. We just missed a 3 there from Noah Lee. That was a great start for Wayland, as there is Cameron Ladd gets the bucket to go. It is 3-2 Wayland. Lee trying to find someone. Lee dribbling around. Melvin on the perimeter. Melvin into Davies. Davies backing his man down. That's Upham who he's backing down. Gets his own rebound. Davies puts it in. Nice job to stick with that rebound there, Kevin.
Great move, great post move and offensive board right there from Davies. If he can bully Andrew Upham there, senior captain for CC, it can definitely make a good game.
Yeah, exactly. Andrew Upham is a pretty big guy at 6'4", as Concord Carlisle. Yeah, Tyler Jamo. We'll talk about him later, but Concord Carlisle has 2 big guys in there, both at 6'4". Andrew Upham is one of them. Melvin hits a 3 there, nice shot. But I think Wayland really needs to contain those big guys for Concord Carlisle, specifically Upham, he's a big man, and he's going to get a lot of boards here tonight.
Good thing is for Wayland, they're coming out shooting blazing hot, 2 threes in a row, and Tyler Jamo badly misses his second three of the game.
Uncharacteristic from Jamo there. Lee, another 3, just short. He knew it.
Jamo's got him.
Harrington out to Upham. Yeah, Upham will hit that open 3, as now we're Wayland in transition. Moser can't get the transition layup to go.
That demonstrated Upham's good defensive positioning. They're not going to get any freebies on the fast break if Upham's down there in the paint.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice play there from Moser. Lee, nice play by Lee, gets the bucket to go. Early timeout for Concord Carlisle as Wayland takes a 10-5 lead. We have not seen this energy here from Wayland this early on in the season. Obviously coming off a win, that'll definitely help their spirits, but Coach Doherty doing something very unconventional this year with two of their top scorers gone, as we've mentioned from last year, in Jabari Nurse and Jaden Brewington. They're just trying to find the right starting lineup. So, as you mentioned earlier, they've been mixing and matching guys pretty much all year so far. But while that can help them get the younger guys experience, how can that affect their chemistry negatively?
Right, so definitely there's a risk here by changing up the lineup so often and so frequently that there's not one solid squad that's going to build up team chemistry and run that chemistry through the season. The upside, though, is that they can figure out the right exact team that's worthy of building that chemistry, and if they can get those two balanced, two criteria balanced, they have a great shot at collecting a lot of wins and looking really good heading into the tournament.
Absolutely. As we're back in play here, Concord Carlisle with the ball after the timeout. Upham misses, uncharacteristic of him, misses a wide open layup. Davies with the rebound. Melvin almost loses his dribble, still gets by him. They call a foul on the floor. Wayland will take it out.
Wayland's coming out.
That foul was on number 23, George House, senior captain.
Wayland's blasting out of the gates here. Lots of points, calls, technicalities going their way. Good
Absolutely.
momentum.
Moody looking for his man. He's in the corner. Now Melvin top of the key. Into Davies, backing down Upham again. Nice move by Gavin Davies. All year, Gavin Davies has shown that he can do that. Did it last year as well. This year, picking up right where he left off. He's huge for them.
Right there.
Absolutely. Upham now finds Howes in the corner. Nice defense there by Moser. It will remain Concord Carlisle possession. That was Howes over there who lost the ball. Upham. Now out to Jamo. Jamo, lefty guard. Oh, a wedgie there on the right on the rim. You don't see that very often. Also uncharacteristic of Jamo. But I mean, from my perspective right now, it's kind of looking like Concord Carlisle's not used to seeing a team like Wayland with their scrappiness and their really aggressive defense, just going after every single ball, whether it's loose or not.
Yeah, that's great analysis. I think Concord Carlisle right here, they look sluggish coming out the gates here, while Wayland
Moody for
hitting another three.
That was Reed and Moody, the dynamic guard duo. This is a very similar start to the Boston Latin game, except Wayland's actually making their shots in this game, which
yes.
we did not see a lot of it against Boston Latin. There was a travel there by number 32, Liam Harrington. He's a sophomore.
Looking at the CC players right now, they're definitely pretty frazzled. Halfway into the first, Wayland just keeps piling on advantage after advantage, growing their lead to 10 points. I think if they keep this up, it's good. They can blow this game wide open right from the start.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of an explanation here from the ref. Melvin will take it out of bounds here. It is 15-5, Wayland over Concord Carlisle right now. If you're just joining us, this is Wayland Student Press Network's live coverage of Wayland varsity basketball as Gavin gets it in. Davies can't get that to go. Jamo gets the rebound. As I was saying, I'm Josh Schreiber. Alongside me is Kevin Wang. Big DCL matchup here tonight. Now Howes, Upham, wide open shot, off the back rim and in. 8-point game now.
Yeah, that's what Upham does. Uses his height to shoot over players and get those little soft jumpers in.
Nice move by Moser. Can't get that to go though. That ball gets knocked out of bounds by Upham. It will remain Wayland possession. As number 11, Devin Smith, senior captain Devin Smith comes into the game here.
CC is running a relatively smaller lineup here with only Upham as their big.
Yes, Harrington gets bullied there by Davies in the post.
Right there, if Davies can abuse those mismatches with only one real big man on the other side, he's going to feast even harder than he's been already doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Davies now will shoot two. First from Davies. Gets that one. Now, free throw shooting at times has proved to be a killer for Wayland, but also at times they are a very good free throw shooting team, just a little bit inconsistent, as we see a miss right there. But especially if Davies can get those free throws going, he could get upwards of 10 free throws in a game. Smith going into his right side, gets fouled by Lee, I believe.
Kind of just threw it up there. I don't think that's a sustainable way, but what they have managed to do with these fouls is slow down the pace a little bit, keep Wayland's momentum down, which, intentional or not, is good for Concord Carlisle.
Devin Smith sinks that one easily. Now, Devin Smith, he's a shooter. He has a quick release. They really got to stop him when he gets the ball. He moves very well off ball. He misses the second one there, though. Moody now dribbling it up. Lee in the corner. Wow, what a play by Tyler Jamo, but he steps out of bounds. He got up on that one.
That's just crazy. Off right up there, it looks like he rocketed into the air and just snatched that ball away.
Yeah, showing off that athleticism. Jamo's gonna have no chance to get that one though, thrown very high up in the air.
Lee's a very smart player. He'll know he has to adjust as Davies goes for his 2 points and
Yeah, nice pass, nice bounce pass there by Porter Moody. And there were some questions in this game, or coming into this game with Moody. We weren't sure how much he was going to play. 3 there, no good from House. But Moody has walking pneumonia right now, playing through it. Hopefully we can see him a lot in this game. He seems to be okay right now. Lee misses a 3 there. Uphand open 3, sinks it. Uphand had 4 threes in Concord Carlisle's game against Woburn on Monday. So he can definitely hit that open 3. His offensive game has developed a lot.
Yeah. Uphand is not just a big body in the paint. He's a complete player, and they're going to have to manage dealing with both him and Shimo, who has the ball right now as he races into the paint. Passes it over to Uphand, and he gets the foul drawn for 2 opportunities at the charity stripe.
Absolutely, as Lee charged with the foul there. Already 2 on the day for Lee. It looks like we're going to have some subs come into this game here. It'll be Livingston, Kelly, and Emmanuel. Upham at the line. Misses the first off the front rim.
So Kelly's a big guy, and what's really interesting is that in the first game of the season against Boston Land, he got almost no playing time. He only came in really for garbage time at the end. But since then, he started a game, and now he's in right here relieving the starters in this game. Obviously, Doherty sees some great potential in him, especially as a supplement to Gavin Davies and a viable competitor with a strong big man like Upham.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Davies now out of the game, he's going to need to shut down most likely Upham. Porter dribbles it off his foot, gets it back. Livingston passes it right to Harrington, who's going to dribble it up. Blocked there by, I believe, Emmanuel. Melvin tries to save that one out of bounds, but just throws it away. Nice defense there, though. Shot clock will be reset here with Devin Smith taking it out for Concord Carlisle.
CC has kind of gotten the bearings, showed off their high BBIQ and athleticism with multiple steals in the past few minutes. This half-court offense.
There's Upham again for 3.
Yeah, it looks like their set offense is actually going to be probably one of CC's strengths. Upham is definitely a threat all parts of the court here.
Yeah, absolutely. Is Concord Carlisle closing that lead a little bit. They call a foul on the floor. I don't know about that one. He looked like he was shooting it, but
yeah.
Melvin will take it out underneath the basket. All right, so Jack Melvin will take it out Now Livingston we saw a lot of in that first game. Actually the high scorer in his varsity debut, just a freshman. He has a lot of talent.
Here he has the ball.
Here's Livingston. Jamo on Emmanuel. Emmanuel, fadeaway. No good. Nice rebound by Melvin. Melvin double team. They call a traveling violation on Jack Melvin.
The pendulum has swung the other way here. Concord Carlisle has cut the lead from 10 down to 3 in just 3 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. They have the momentum right now. Porter Moody, if you look at him over there on Jamo, he is completely denying him the ball right now. Great defense.
This DC really has just been grinding their way into double digits here.
Wow, what a play right there.
The difference with Wayland is that their points are scored quick succession, right? Lots of energy, lots of momentum, almost like it just happened all at once. CC here is demonstrating their capacity to play the long game, and if they can win this long game, Wayland has to be careful of that.
Yeah, absolutely. As we have 18 seconds and counting. Emmanuel in the corner for 3. Gets fouled. Gets the bucket to go in the quarter. The crowd is going wild with 15 seconds to go in the quarter. That is an and 1-3 from Dolick Emmanuel, and he really did get fouled there.
That guy just like clobbered him, and that's absolutely what Wayland needs. Turn the clock or turn the game back into their favor, extend the lead to 6 points, and hopefully bring a lot of momentum energy into the second quarter.
Absolutely.
15 short seconds.
Yeah, plays like that can be huge. Now Emmanuel at the line trying to convert the and 1. He does as it rattles around the rim. Nick Johnson will come into the game for Jack Melvin. We didn't see a lot of him in that first game once again, but he has gotten 2 starts since then in other games, so he's gonna get some key minutes in this game. Emmanuel, tough defense on Harrington. Now Jamo. Moody guarding Jamo. Nice defense by Moody. Knocked out of bounds. Concord Carlisle ball. Ref looked like he had no idea what he was going to call there.
Moody gave Jamo no space to make a move there with only 2 seconds left. Great way of neutralizing any chance for any Concord Carlisle Hail Mary in this quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Jamo's a great player, and he looks uncomfortable right now. Pass in there. Can't get it to go. That is the end of the first quarter here in this game. Wayland is up 22-15. That was a big first quarter for Wayland. A lot of scoring, great defense, just making Concord Carlisle a really good team seem like they were just completely uncomfortable, Kevin.
A lot of interesting things came out there, especially in the first half of that first quarter, right? Wayland was blowing Concord Carlisle out of the water. They looked super frazzled when I saw this one point when their coach called out something and all 4 heads just turned, their eyes were big and wide like a deer in open headlights.
Yeah.
But to give them credit, they did in the next half of the quarter, grind back that lead. And, it's only a 7-point game now, which is not insignificant, but still, this could shape up to be a great game here.
Yeah.
By the half or by the end.
Absolutely. That was definitely the best quarter Wayland has played all year. Hopefully they can keep that up against a very good team, Concord Carlisle. You have to expect Concord Carlisle's going to make a few more shots as the game goes on, but as long as Wayland continues to play this aggressive defense, Concord Carlisle may not be ready for them.
Right. I think Coach Doherty showed it a little bit at the end of that quarter. He's going to roll out that press again like we saw in the first game of the season. And I think in this scenario it can be good because CC relied so much, at least in the first quarter, relied so much on their set offense to score points.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's totally different from pull-out, which has got everything from transition points. And if they can limit that and pressure that with the press, that's a great way to extend their lead right here.
Yeah, it looks like Wayland has been almost entirely man-to-man in this game. Full ball denial on Tyler Jamo. Nice little floater there from Liam Harrington. Emmanuel into Kelly. Kelly with the floater, can't get it. Moody, nice up fake. Livingston, floater.
Ooh,
Nice save
that's
by
hustle.
Wow, what a save there by Zoran Livingston as John Kelly gets the layup.
That's what Wayland loves to see. Tenacity throughout that entire possession, making sure they're going to get those points no matter what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. George House has no idea where to go with the ball right now. Nick Johnson, good defense. Jamo for three, front rim. Livingston with the rebound. Harrington trailing him. Emmanuel now.
One-on-one versus Jamo.
Emmanuel step back.
Yeah, good look in the ice zone.
Absolutely, as Devin Smith will dribble it up. They've got numbers. Smith, nice little Euro step there to the left hand. Cutting it to a lead of just 5. Now Moody taking his time here, slowing it down. Traveling violation on Porter Moody. Referee seemed to call it on, say it was Wayland ball for a second, but corrects his call. Upham comes back into the game. Lee back into the game now for Moody. I'd bet that we'll either have Lee or Emmanuel on Jamo here. Oh, it looks like they'll put both on him for now.
Emmanuel on Jamo.
Yeah, and Emmanuel not starting here tonight, but definitely some great play off the bench. It's really nice to have a spark plug like Emmanuel come off the bench as Livingston dribbles up. Speaking of spark plugs, front rim, Davies, no good. Nice rebound there from Zoran Livingston as he forces a jump ball with Jamo. We saw some of Jamo's ups earlier. Livingston also has ups, so this will be interesting. Oh, sorry. Well, they do take it out of bounds. Forgot about that high school rule there.
The good thing we saw there was that there's a lot of hustle here from everyone in Wayland. That's a credit to Coach Doherty. They just instilled that kind of culture. As Davies pushes in to Jordan Corbett, a big man on CC, and the ref's going to call it foul on Davies.
Yeah, tough offensive foul there. You don't like to see that, but they have to call it.
Has Jamo come out of the game yet?
Jamo, I don't think Jamo has come out of the game as of right now. He probably will play a lot of minutes. He has a very high motor.
Yeah.
Lee, nice defense. Howes on Johnson. Upham. Livingston guarding him. Corbett. Dribbling in, got away with the traveling right there.
Yeah, Corbett kind of just jumped forward a little bit right under the basket. The ref's going to call a foul.
Yeah, I
don't know. There might have been a foul, but either way, there's a foul.
Yeah, he definitely got away with that traveling, as some students in the student section are not very happy with that. Here's 22, Jordan Corbett at the line, the junior. First one, gets it to go. Now Concord Carlisle can cut the lead to a single possession. They do not, as Davies gets the rebound.
If they had Doc Emmanuel, it would be a single possession.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Lee will look for his man. It looks like Concord Carlisle back into his zone.
Oh, no.
Lee gets it stolen. He wanted a foul there.
Oh.
Offensive foul called. Nick Johnson drawing that foul on Tyler Jamo. What a play by Nick Johnson.
That's absolutely amazing, and absolutely the right call, too. I just saw Jamo from this vantage point just rocking it up when swirled his hands a little bit, and Nick Johnson played a great defense right there, staying steady, making sure he's not frazzled by that, and collecting that charge.
Yeah, that's a winning play right there. What a pass into Johnson from Lee.
And on the offensive end, converts for those 2 points.
Absolutely is now a 6-point lead once again. Leon Harrington. Lee steals it. They say out of bounds on Lee. Nice play by Lee. JV coach, Coach Johnson, giving some credit to Lee right there. Jamo, corner 3, way off. Air ball. Howes, we have not seen much of, or we've seen a lot of that. Hasn't done much as he gets it stolen by Johnson. Now Emmanuel Gets the tip.
Oh!
What a Euro step there from Dolik Emanuel.
Wayland is absolutely outplaying Concord all front here. An air ball from Jamo and a turnover by Howes. And then two back-to-back amazing two-point plays there by Wayland. Looks like they're turning the tides in their favor completely in the second quarter, picking up right where they left off in first.
Absolutely, there's a foul called on the floor right there on Wayland. Harrington will take it out under the basket. 8-point lead for Wayland. Emanuel almost comes up with a great steal there. Upham, floater. Nice shot by Upham, using that height as you mentioned earlier.
That was a much-needed basket from CC. Otherwise, they could have just got blown out right here if Wayland continued to keep up with their momentum. Emanuel here with the ball. Oh, steal of their own.
No, Lee is not happy there. That really is a good foul right there, even though he didn't really mean to foul him and didn't like the call. That probably would have been an easy 2 points.
Definitely. Very smart play, even if he didn't mean it.
He was trying to come away with the steal. I think he might have been worried about a clear path foul.
Yeah. Harrington.
That will be a backcourt violation on
backcourt.
Concord Carlisle. Nice defense there. A combination of Livingston and Lee in the corner, as Livingston and Emanuel will come out of the game. Moody back in, as well as Melvin.
Starting lineup with Nick Johnson replacing Gavin Moser. Johnson, a great set of possessions there.
Lee, deep three. Just can't get it to go. Moody, he knocked that one out of bounds. Tried to get the call, but it looked like it did go off of Moody.
It's Harrington.
Harrington looking. Wayland going back to the zone here. As number 5, Lars Bjork is in the game for Concord Carlisle. We have not seen him yet. They have gotten away with the travel there. Harrington.
Oh.
Smith.
Oh!
Steal by Noah Lee as he slows it down here.
Captured that ball right there.
Absolutely, it's Moody in the corner. Into Davies in the post, gets doubled. Foul called there on, I believe, number 4, Cameron Ladd.
Ladd was very decisive there. I think they know what they have to do. They're gonna be aggressive whenever Davies gets that ball in the post. They're not gonna get any easy points because they know, I think, that at least half the time he's gonna get those points, or at least a foul against Upham. He's that good of a player right now, and he's that's how it is right now. And what they got to do is they got to make sure that wing player who's open up behind the arc can get that ball and knock it down, punish them for sending another guy down there to get Davies.
Absolutely, as Johnson now looking, finds Moody. Lee top of the key, he'll back it up a little bit. Showing off his handles and quick first step. Foul, another foul called on the floor.
It looked like a shot to me.
These refs are calling a lot of fouls on the floor, but they are in the bonus. I believe it'll be a 1-and-1 here.
Yeah. I mean, he jumped, his hands went up, the ball went up.
Absolutely. Lee, generally a very good free throw shooter. Johnson out of the game. Gavin Moser comes back. Interesting setup right here. It looks like Wayland not going to get the offensive rebound if he were to miss it here, with Davies playing way back near half court. Lee hits that shot.
Any chance of easy transition bucket from CC there.
Yeah, really smart play, especially when you trust a guy like Lee, hopefully, to make both, and he does.
Yeah, there's no problem there.
All right, here's Devin Smith with the full court press back in play.
Smith and Harrington, kind of the twin guys here with great handles.
Bjork looked a little bit scared right there with Gavin Moser coming in, as Moser knocks it out of bounds on that Bjork pass. Smith. He sees Upham and
Upham and
Wow.
Bjork just fought for their own ball. And now it's going to be Wayland ball.
chaos right there. Is just a lack of communication there from Concord Carlisle as Wayland will dribble it up. It'll be Lee. Lee now calling a play. Gets Moody. Moody gets it stolen. Harrington again. Harrington, nice play by Moody. They do call a foul though. That is going to be a shooting foul. Yeah, Nick Johnson now on the bench. We just did see some nice play from him as you see him right there. He's going to get a lot of key minutes showing that he can play well defensively. But here we have Harrington draining those 2 free throws.
What's interesting is the other Nick Laredo on the team. Hasn't seen any playing time yet, though it's still relatively, still plenty of time left in the game. But in the first game of the season, he did see some good run time. And we'll see if that has changed or will remain true.
As you see him getting blocked by Coach Doherty right there. Harrington hits them both. 6-point game here.
It looks like Harrington and Smith are the CC's own Porter and Noah. A little less athletic, I think, but equally good or even better with their handles.
Yeah, Moser, nice pass. What a finish from Jack Melvin, avoiding the hand of Andrew Upham. Another foul called there, that one on Moody. Just barely got his hand. Moody's not happy with himself there. Coach Doherty giving some instruction. A lot of fouls early in this game so far. We have 15, not even a half. Howes, first action we've seen from him today. Misses the 1-and-1. Melvin up to Emmanuel. Wayland does not have numbers, but still moving fast as now they slow it down. Emmanuel, Moody, back to Emmanuel.
Upham's denying any pass into the post. They're kind of just swinging it around. Great pass to Melvin right there from Porter. Moody, he's going to get his easy 2 points, extending double digits once again.
Absolutely is Melvin, and we have a traveling call there on Harrington. Great defense by Moody to phase him, but on that last play right there, Melvin just snuck in backdoor from the corner to get a wide open layup as Andrew Upham was playing up on Gavin Davies.
Great accuracy getting past those long arms of Upham.
Yeah, nice pass out to Moser. Moser from the elbow, no good. Davies gets that knocked out of his hands. Upham with the rebound. Howes driving. Oh, that was not a foul there. Davies did not even touch him.
There's a hip check here.
I don't know. It looked like Davies was set, and Howes barely contacted him on the way by.
Yeah, that's definitely contestable.
Howes will now shoot 2. Missed this only attempt earlier. Front room on that one. Davies comes out of the game as we do see Nick Johnson back in the game. They go to Johnson instead of Kelly this time.
Well, Johnson's hot. He's doing well. He can keep it up.
Absolutely, as Davies
Earn himself
upset
some more
there.
playing time.
Howes now 0 for 3 from the line, but they do get the rebound. Gavin Moser called for over the back. Gavin Moser cannot believe it. He is looks very confused right now. Questioning what happened there. That was Alex Lefebvre with the rebound.
His first action here from Lefebvre.
He hits that first shot right there. A lot of fouls in this game. Wayland has 10. Now Concord Carlisle in the double bonus, and Concord Carlisle has 7. Lefebvre hits both. Moody now. Looks like Concord Carlisle back in that zone. Kickball violation on Tyler Jamo, who's back in the game.
Wayland's got to make sure that they don't give up any possessions off, easy swings on possession out in the arc.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so Kevin, we have a minute 45 left in the first half. Wayland is up by 8. Concord has a potential DCL MVP candidate in Tyler Jamo, who we have mentioned earlier, and as only a junior, he's really, you can tell he's just going to get better. Really an athletic guard, can shoot the three at times. We haven't seen it yet here today, but what does Wayland have to do, and what have they done to really contain him? And they've done a pretty good job.
So Jamo is definitely a dynamic and energetic player, and the great thing here for Wayland is that they have basically, like you said, contained him the whole game. He's made little to no presence, airballing a three, committing a charging foul on Nick Johnson. Really not looking, honestly, too great here. Definitely not MVP caliber play. I think that's one of the keys as to why Wayland is up 8 points here, almost going into the half, and why they've been up the whole game. Concord Carlisle has had to rely on other sources for their scoring. Generally, great, like just jumpers from Upham or crafty layups from Harrington or Smith. And with Jamo neutralized, it's a lot easier for Wayland to focus on the defensive end, and then also, limit his mental, or maybe hurt his mental state a little bit on the defensive end, although that doesn't seem to be happening too much, as he has been getting some good athletic deflections and steals.
Yeah, absolutely is. For those watching at home, Tyler Jamo is number 1. He just committed that foul against Dalek Emmanuel, who's shooting a 1-and-1. It's the first one. Wayland doing a great job from the line so far here tonight. And just so you guys know, please stay tuned after this game to watch the Wayland varsity girls team take on Concord Carlisle. They have a big game. They're looking really good so far this year, as Dalek Emmanuel hits the second one. And that game will also be right here. You do not have to go anywhere. The live stream will stay and not cut off. And now, great defense here. Devin Smith somehow keeps that one alive.
Wayland's guards just pestering them and leading to a travel.
Traveling violation there
CC.
on number 44, Lefebvre. Great defense here by Wayland.
It's good, definitely. It's good to see that Wayland is keeping up the defensive pressure, even up with this lead, and making sure that it doesn't fall, because CC is going to take advantage of that if they falter at any level.
Yeah, absolutely. As Melvin loses the ball right there, Lefebvre, Devin Smith, that quick release, nice shot there, the lefty. Cuts the lead to 7. 50 seconds left here in the first half. Emmanuel to Moody, back to Emmanuel, and back to Moody. Now to Moser in the corner, gets doubled, into Melvin, just missing the ball. There's 35 seconds left in the first half, as we do see Nick Laredo now. Tyler Jamo now back on the bench in these last few seconds. Normal strategy to put in to take your star out a little bit early right before halftime.
Yeah, get him some rest. Right.
Harrington, Upham, Lefebvre, Smith, strip from behind. I don't know, that looked kind of clean. The ref's quick with the whistle here tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely been a truth. 18 fouls here in under 16 minutes of play.
It is going both ways though, so
That's true, but
can't complain all that much. The refs have been consistent.
the foul a minute, it's definitely stifled the pace a little bit, and with it, this massive Wayland crowd, almost every single seat filled, along with the nice little peanut gallery there standing by the side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huge attendance here, parents, students, alumni, everyone.
Yeah, 5-point game here tonight. No shot clock now. Livingston getting doubled to Moody. Nice move. Laredo. Back to Moody. They may try to get the last shot here. Melvin for three. Oh, what a shot over the defender. 8-point game. They missed the full court shot. What a half here from Wayland as they have a commanding 39-31 lead here in the first half against a very good Concord Carlisle team. We will see you guys after the conclusion of halftime, but once again, I'm Josh Schreiber. Alongside me, Kevin Wang. We will see you later. Live coverage of the Wayland varsity basketball. I'm Josh Schreiber. Alongside me is Kevin Wang, and we have a big game here tonight. Wayland is leading Concord Carlisle right now by 8. So they're playing better than they have pretty much all year, other than maybe against Blackstone Valley Prep in their last game. But I think this is a much better team, and they're doing a great job all around.
Yeah, and the best thing about Wayland's performance, which is excellent, is that it's not their stars pulling all the way. It's players like Dalek Emmanuel, Nick Johnson, Gavin Moser playing great on both defense and offense, showing that Wayland not only has strength at the top, but has a lot of depth that they can use.
Melvin for three in the corner
to take out great teams.
And now Devin Smith, who, by the way, Devin Smith has been injured. He's a captain. That's why he came off the bench today. This is really his first game back. But as Tyler Jamo for three, he gets that. Oh, you do not want to see him get hot.
If you let Jamo, start up here with 15 minutes to play, that's super dangerous, especially because what Concord Carlisle has done is they've shown that they have 3 players, Harrington, Smith, and Upham, who can pull their own weight. They basically made it this close all by themselves so far. And if you add Jamo to the mix, it's going to be way tougher to beat this team.
Yeah, definitely. And I spoke with Coach Doherty before the game, and he mentioned that specifically George Howes, who takes a 3 right here, misses that. But he said George Howes, they can't let him get going because he's basically like the heart and soul of this team emotionally and leadership-wise. And they've done a great job. He has not made a shot in this game.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the CC bench or, these players over the course of this game, they haven't had much momentum, haven't had much energy or cheering really at all. And if they let, like you said, that emotional heart get hot, that can change right away. And Wayland's been winning that battle on that front, but they need to keep winning that battle to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. As Moser called for the foul. And I think a big difference that we're seeing in this game from the Boston Latin game, Wayland is just as aggressive. They're going for just the same amount of steals, but the refs are a little bit quicker with the whistle than they were against Boston Latin. So I think that's really just what we're seeing.
Another thing is that as Upham hits that jumper is that Wayland has been fired from behind the arc. I'm pretty sure they're shooting, 70% or something like that. I can't remember the last time they missed one, but right out from the gates and into the third quarter, they've been hot with the threes. All right, I guess they just missed one, but that's a lot of points right there, a lot of scoring. And really, like you said, what was kind of missing from the first game in Bolad, they had a lot of open looks from behind the arc. They just weren't hitting them. This game, they're hitting them, and that's honestly what's put them at 42 points in 2.5 quarters in.
Absolutely, and Concord Carlisle has just not matched their physicality in this game at all. As we see right there, something as little as that dive there by Lee to save a ball from going out of bounds.
Sacrifice his energy and body right there. That's a lot of things. That's some things that other players aren't willing to do.
What a play by Noah Lee to save that one from going out of bounds. Foul is called. Melvin. There was called there an Upham. It looked like maybe Melvin thought it was called on him for a travel because he was not happy.
Yeah, Mad Melvin.
Melvin has played very well here tonight, though, after a little bit of a shaky game from him against Boston Latin. But he's too good to keep having games like that. We knew he'd play well.
If you can hear CC coach right now, you can tell his frustration of I've how his team is covering Gavin Davies down low. He's trying to get them to anticipate its moves. It's not working out too well. Davies got a pretty good look there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one time they did try to play extra aggressive as Lee tips that one, Moser gets it. Moser, no good. Porter with the rebound. Concord Carlisle sluggish right now. Oh, Melvin. That one rattles out.
What we saw there just a half possession earlier, and almost right there, is that the ball seems to be magnetic.
Shot there by Jamo. Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, the Gavin Moses seems to be magnetic to the ball. He's getting his hands on it everywhere, defense, offense, and it's just really easy for him to, create possessions for Wayland, create plays.
Yeah, absolutely. Is Lee now. Melvin. Moser in the corner. Off the front rim.
It looks like it's
Wow, what a move by Jamo, but up him. Right out of his
what is
hand.
this call? Jump
Ball
ball.
there. It will be Wayland possession. Concord Carlisle could not believe it.
CC crowd booing the refs right here. I don't think the refs are going to like that.
Yeah, as
Wow.
head coach of Concord Carlisle, David Cohen, can't believe it right there with his arms crossed. As you can see him right there, bottom of your screen.
But we've seen 2 threes from Jamo in the past 4 minutes, which is like 5 times what he's done in the past 16 before that. We can't let that happen if Wayland can't let that happen if they want to win this game. That's a 3rd three from Jamo.
Tyler Jamo ties that one up. That was exactly what we were talking about. That earlier in the first half, they were denying him the ball. Finally, he's getting some open looks. Out Wayland, and Concord Carlisle has the momentum once again.
That halftime break, I think, was exactly what Jamo needed to reset, get his bearings again, and there's still plenty of time for anything to happen. It's a tie game at this point. We're back where we started. But if Jamo can remain hot, Wayland will have to do a lot of work in winning this game. He basically single-handedly just scored 9 points and cut that lead down to 0 in half a quarter.
Yeah,
that's pretty
absolutely.
insane.
Yeah, and we haven't seen, now shifting gears here, we haven't seen a lot of freshman Zoran Livingston, but it looks like he's coming into the game right here. What have you seen from Zoran in these past 1.5 games that is really promising?
Right, so Zoran Livingston, like you said, is a freshman on the varsity team, and his debut was the game-leading scorer. That's pretty crazy for anyone, and he's basically a versatile player. We haven't seen too much of him this game, but he's versatile in that he's great at defense, and on offense, he can slash, he can shoot the 3, he can play make, he can handle the ball. He's a smart player too. He doesn't make too many turnovers. He's in the game right now. He's going to be inbounding to Lee. We'll see if he can, create a little bit of a presence this game, but he definitely has the potential to do that. Not only this game, but for the rest of the season and his 4-year career.
Absolutely, is Livingston into Lee, as he just said. Back in that zone is Concord Carlisle. Lee, deep 3. Can't get that one. Tough. Attempted a rebound there from Zoran. They call a foul. I don't know. The refs are very quick with the whistle on both sides of the ball. This is not just against Wayland, but that over the back call they've called several times on each team. Neither team is very happy with it.
Here's Smith on Lee. 11 versus 11.
Harrison back over to Smith.
Mismatch here. Davies needs to go over and
Arrington in the corner. That's a big 3 right there. That could potentially be a key moment at the end of this game. That 3 there. Concord Carlisle has its first lead in a long time.
I think it's the first lead in the game, and at this point, with this type of momentum, that's definitely not what Wayland wants to see. Foul right there by House.
Looks like it's going to be a very similar second half in terms of aggressiveness and fouls, but Concord Carlisle does look a lot more aggressive in this half than they did in the last.
Yeah, they seem pretty rattled right there at the beginning, but they are in their groove now, and Wayland needs to figure out how to either take them out or beat them at their own game.
Melvin in the corner for 3. No good. Davies, nice rebound by Davies, no good. Jump ball called, Concord Carlisle possession.
I think I might be the devil. Right after I said they haven't missed any threes, they missed 4 in a row. Wayland, they're getting good looks. They can knock down even just half. Oh, no, half is pretty ambitious, but if they knock down even just a quarter of these looks, they can make this game. They can turn the lead back into their favor.
Absolutely, as Howe's now searching for somebody. Harrington slips, steps out of bounds. Wayland possession. 3-point deficit here for Wayland. They can tie it up here or make it a 1-point game. Very vocal is the Concord Carlisle coach here.
You got a nice vest.
Lee, Moody, back to Lee. Lee to Melvin. Melvin, nice pass by Lee into Melvin, who converts on a tough layup.
An amazing pass, amazing finish, and definitely not a travel.
Evan Smith, nice release, no good. Davies. Lee trying to get a screen from Davies. He won't. Livingston in the corner for 3. More of a pass to Davies, who puts it in. Nice offensive rebound on the air ball by Davies.
We'll call that an assist by Livingston right there. It was, we'll say it was an assist.
Yeah. Now Upham with Livingston on him. Livingston struggling with Upham a little bit. What a finish by Smith, but not even close.
Pushing the pace here, Wayland is.
Livingston in the corner again, no good.
Lee with
tough rebound. Livingston. Lee for 3, misses right. Nice rebound again by Davies.
What is that called?
Offensive foul called on Gavin Davies.
What was that? Was it 3 seconds? I can't even tell.
Oh, they did call. Okay. I believe there was a 3-second violation there. Now it'll be Smith passing it in here.
Laredo coming in for the first time this game, subbing in for Lee.
Yeah, and this is the first time both Lee and Moody have been out of the game at the same time. Hopefully they can keep up the defensive push.
I like Smith and Harrington have been in like the whole time. I haven't seen them like off any.
Yeah, Smith didn't start, but obviously.
Oh.
Wow. Nice attempt by Melvin.
That just smashes the backboard. Davies bringing the ball up. Turnover to Harrington, who will take the easy layup on the fast break.
Now Liam
Put
Harrington.
CC up 1.
1-point game here. Laredo waiting to take the final shot. Trying to get something going. Laredo dribbling in. Out to Livingston, dangerous pass. Livingston floater, no good. Davies
Davies
rebound.
with 2 seconds, is gonna get it in.
That'll be the game. Or sorry, excuse me. That'll be the third quarter. End of the third quarter.
It's definitely exciting. I don't blame you, Josh. It's
wow.
1-point game right here, lead for Wayland. Only 50 seconds till the next quarter, but I think that was an amazing quarter. I think if I were an objective fan here, I would love that quarter. You know,
absolutely.
Lots of fast pace, lots of 3-pointers. It's now a 1-point game. For Wayland though, I don't know. It just feels like a totally different game. You know, like so many more threes, and the momentum has totally shifted. What else do you think has changed in that third quarter compared to the beginning?
I mean, it seemed like towards the beginning of the second half there, Concord, it kind of looked a little bit like more of the same with Wayland just being more physical. But I think towards the end of that half, Concord, something just clicked, started clicking for them. Maybe it was those threes there from Tyler Jameau in transition, but I mean, something clicked. This is going to be a very tough fourth quarter for both teams in a big PCL matchup.
Yeah, that coach might have said something magical during halftime there, but like I said, these players, Jameau, Harrington, Smith, and Upham to an extent, have really brought CC back into this game, especially with those three guards. They've been amazing, and the guards are where Wayland's strong. So if another team can outplay them there, it makes it much more difficult to win.
As now Upham gets that steal into Harrington.
Great defense by Lorito right there, preventing a fast break and getting a fast break.
Nice play there from Livingston on the pass from Emmanuel. 3-point lead for Wayland. That's big. Upham for three. Front rim, no good. Melvin with the rebound. Emmanuel now in transition. One
interesting thing is that with Jameau's upstart in the third quarter, Upham has been a little bit limited as Melvin hits a much-needed three for Wayland. That's a 6-point lead.
Nice shot there from Jack Melvin. Jack Melvin is really feeling it in this game.
He's played incredibly, especially compared to the first game of the season.
That was a very...
The Wayland crowd is not going to like that call.
Wayland bench is not happy at all, as you see right there. They can't believe it. Jack Melvin, though, has looked like a whole different player in this game.
But another thing, what we're seeing right now, all of Wayland, every single player on the bench is standing up, cheering, clapping. CC looks like a graveyard over there. That's what Wayland needs.
Even after a good play by CC.
Yeah.
Jameau, tough floater, can't get it to go. Emmanuel called for the travel. I don't know, that reminded me a little bit of maybe James Harden there. But he couldn't get away with the call.
Almost an incredible move.
Absolutely, as Jameau now trying to shift the momentum. Upham, pump fakes. Howes for three, no good.
Howes has been cold all game. If they go to him, I don't think that's super smart, especially with only 6 minutes left in the game.
Lorito baseline. Emmanuel for three again. No good. He thought he got fouled.
Oh, he got numbers 2-on-1 fast break versus Melvin. Melvin almost gets the block.
Good defense by Melvin on the 2-on-1. 4-point lead still from Wayland. Lorito now getting a decent amount of playing time. Lorito almost slips into the basket, gets fouled. Tough move there by number 33, Nick Lorito, the junior. Came from Lincoln Sudbury last year. A lot of people did not know what to expect. Really one of the few unknowns, or few completely unknowns here to enter the season, but I think he's played pretty well, especially here tonight. Has not made mistakes, has played very well. And I think that's definitely something that if you're Coach Doherty, you're happy with, because you're not expecting him to make a ton of big plays as a key role player. But
I think what's crazy, especially here with this team, is that this night is that almost everyone, especially everyone who's gotten in, has made a real tangible difference, made a real impact in getting away in this 4-point lead with only 6 minutes left to go. Everyone's been playing well on defense. Everyone's been playing well on offense. And I think if Doherty can strike this kind of this balance, especially utilizing everyone on his bench as well like he has been, this is a great formula if he wants to, carry on and continue competing against competitive teams in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. They're playing pretty well here. This would be a big win for them.
Yeah.
Again, a DCL matchup here tonight. I don't know about a rivalry, but definitely a physical game.
Yeah, if they win this game, it's not going to be, one of those games where it's kind of ugly and kind of just eked out a win. It's going to be a well-deserved win, and it's going to give them a lot of momentum going into the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Lorito, the first one. Back rim, can't get it. Now Laredo with the second. Big free throw here. No good, misses both. Concord Carlisle getting involved on that one.
CC alumni making a little bit of noise there.
Now Smith. Howes. A little bit of confusion on the court right now, it looks like.
CC a little slow, but Smith.
Coach Jordy wanted to carry there. George House called for the travel. George House is ice cold as one of the leaders of this team, the senior captain.
I would their coach just take out House right now, but I don't know. Like you said, the emotional heart. Maybe they need a minute if they thinking that it's a signal or some symbol that they're faltering or they're giving up a little bit.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I think for Wayland though, if Howe takes as many shots as possible, that's a easy path to the victory.
And now the dynamic duo of Lee and Moody back into the game for Emmanuel and Laredo.
Oh.
Stolen once again by Harrington.
Oh!
What a block!
I thought
they do call a foul on Melvin.
I could get the ball slap from here, but I don't know. All credit to Harrington right there. He's shown yet again that he's just an incredibly quick player. I feel like they have like 2-0 leads right there, like in 11 and 32.
A little bit less athletic.
Less athletic, but they've got the defensive skills and they got the ball handling skills. Really put CC up there on those fronts single-handedly.
Yeah, and Harrington, only a sophomore, so he'll be here for a while. That's that one. Now Moody dribbling up to Lee. 2-point Wayland lead here.
This is shaping up to be an exciting game right here.
Absolutely.
It's 5 minutes with a 2-point difference here.
Stolen
Turnover.
once again. That's Harrington.
Oh! Almost grabs his own turnover back. But it's going to be a smart foul, though. Stop that fast break, which would have undoubtedly tied the game had Jamo, converted, which he probably would have converted.
Absolutely. Now, Devin Smith will take this one out of bounds. A little bit of a stack formation there as Howes comes out with it.
We're handed it off to Jamo.
Jamo with the ball could be very dangerous here as a one-possession game. Gets a double screen.
He stopped there. Oh. Up and double dribbles the ball. Oh, double voice crack. Double dribbles the ball and turns it over to Wayland.
Now Lee. They call a timeout. That is a Wayland timeout here.
You see Concord Carlisle clapping, but I think this is just a chance for Wayland to reset a little bit. Draw up a play, get what they need to do, get what they need to win this game with 4 minutes 30 seconds left. I think it's really important and a really good move actually because it's only a 2-point game. It's not like Wayland has a ton of momentum, but they are up ahead a little bit, so they need to calm down, make sure they don't throw away anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Doherty's doing that right now. He's making sure that they can extend this lead calmly, cleanly, and strategically, and it's not throwing up the chance or energy or something like that.
Absolutely, and we're in crunch time right now. If you're just joining us, I'm Josh Schreiber. Alongside me, Kevin Wang. This is Wayland Student Press Network's live coverage of Wayland varsity basketball. This is the boys' game against Concord Carlisle. If you stay tuned after this game, we have another DCL matchup of the girls varsity team against the girls varsity team for Concord Carlisle. So please stay right here. You could stay right on this live stream. It will not cut off. That should be an unbelievable game with both teams playing very well right now. Moody now to Lee. They will reset with a little bit over 4 minutes to play. Livingston, 3 in the corner.
Oh!
Nice shot. He finally gets that shot to go. That feels good for him.
First points of the game, maybe the biggest points of the game. Coming out of that timeout, 3 easy points.
Yeah.
Extending the lead to 2-possession game. Super important for Wayland.
Oh, he got away with a travel there twice.
He's going to take it up against Howes. And he's going to get the layup to extend the lead to 7 points, force CC into a timeout, and explode the Wayland crowd with momentum and energy.
What a play there from Jack Melvin. That is an unbelievable finish from him at the rim against the senior captain, George Howes. That's really the play we've seen from Melvin all game today, showing that he's really a great player, capable at playing at the next level. And I mean, he's been huge. I would say he's probably the MVP here tonight.
I would not disagree with you. He's been amazing in the defensive there. You saw steal born out of entirely effort and heart out there. And conversion on the other end. He's been making his layups. He's been making his threes. And I think the way he's playing, if he can continue this way and if Wayland can continue to emulate this play and play his leadership well, 7-point lead, they can carry it through to a win. They can extend it to more, but they would get a victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Doherty really proving that timeout was a very well-timed called timeout in crunch time now with just under 4 minutes to play.
Doherty's been coaching for, I don't know, 2 decades or something at this point, but
yeah,
he shows his veteran skill set and his ability to take his heart out of the game and put the mind in, make sure that his team is doing what they need to do. He set up a 3-2 zone here. Pretty interesting, but pretty smart as well, seeing as that's what's stifling these 3-pointers, which is what got them back into the game in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Devin Smith, Jamo, Harrington. Harrington trying to find something. Way to stop him. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties right now with the cameras. Hopefully we'll get that footage shortly. I'll do my best to call play-by-play here. Oh, there we go. Melvin now. Melvin for 3 again. A little bit long. That would have been huge right
Livingston almost snatches it out of Howe's hands. Oh.
Harrington, nice move. Harrington is playing very, very well here tonight. A little bit of a surprise.
I think overall, accounting for the first half, Harrington might be the best player on CC's team this game.
Yeah, definitely this game, yeah.
Yeah.
Great defensively, great offensively.
They're just tiring them out right here, making them run across. They've got the lead,
three.
they've got the time, and they've got the three-point ability. You see Lee celebrating a little bit there. That's exactly what Whaley needs to see.
Yeah, Doherty yelling to get back on defense after a big 3 to put them up 8. That was huge by Lee.
Jamo.
Oh, airballs that.
Oh.
They do get the rebound.
Oh.
Upham can't get it. Moody comes away with it. Howes with the foul, and Howes is very upset.
Howes is mad. Rightfully so. It kind of just blew their chance to turn the game back in their favor. If they did, I think they could have made it close. But I think with 2 minutes left, I don't want to count our chickens too soon yet, but with 2 minutes left and 8 points ahead, Wayland is in a comfortable position to take this W, but as Doherty is saying, they gotta finish it out. They can't be too confident right now.
And I talked to Noah Lee before the game, as I mentioned, and he said that they have had a lot of as we have chaos on the floor right now. They call timeout Wayland. Nice timeout there by Coach Doherty. And as I was saying, I talked to Noah Lee. He said he thinks arguably their biggest problem this year is closing out games. In so many games, they have had the lead in the second half and have not been able to finish it off. Specifically, Hopedale, a few games ago, they had the lead with a minute to go, and they just couldn't finish out the game. A lot of problems with team rebounding, which has been much, much better here. Obviously, Davies has done well all year, but they have had trouble getting rebounds other than that. But I think Melvin's done a great job stepping up. Lee, Moody, Moser, Johnson, Emmanuel, and so many more. They've done a great job.
That's definitely true. I think. What do you think they've got to do aside from making sure that they're getting their four into these 2 minutes to ensure that they don't lose this lead in this game?
Yeah, I think just try to take up take up as much time on the clock as you can.
Yeah.
Because then at least if you do end up missing the shot, you give them very little time. Because an 8-point lead with 2 minutes to go is very promising.
Yeah.
But again, if Concord Carlisle can get some steals, get some threes, they're right back in this
Yeah, we
game.
saw 3 minutes. Jermeau made 3 threes. They can't let that happen again for sure. But Wayland has been playing extremely smart, both off the court with Doherty's machinations and with Lee.
Offensive foul called there. Noah Lee drains that deep three after the whistle, though. And that's exactly what can't happen, though. That completely.
They just kind of lost the possession randomly.
Exactly.
They can't. I don't know. Make sure those things don't happen. Play smart. Lee was playing. Lee and Porter were kind of playing hot potato. They keep possessions back, just tiring out their Concord guards, which have brought a lot of mileage this game, which is really smart. Jermeau isoing.
Wow.
Oh, great defense.
Tough pass there by Melvin. Moody staying right on House, though. You can't lose Jermeau, though. Jermeau's trying to get loose right there. He's open.
Moody is ridiculous. That not only did he just go toe-to-toe and win the position against an MVP caliber player in Jermeau, he missed a switch on this possession. He just used his pure tenacity to make sure that didn't translate to any easy points for Concord Carlisle.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's House. Try to get a screen from Jermeau. A little bit backwards there. Normally Jermeau would get the screen from House.
Oh.
That's the bucket and the foul. Wow, this is exactly what we were mentioning earlier that can't happen, but they need a big bucket here off of this free throw.
It's 8 fouls for Wayland at this point. They don't want to get into the bonus because, well, they don't want to get into the bonus, but then they can't. They got to make sure that this doesn't turn into a one-possession game.
Yeah, well, right now they are in the bonus, but you don't want to get them into the double bonus where they get 2 guaranteed free throws, potentially a 2-point swing. Jermeau gets it. Now Livingston. Wow.
The ref almost getting in the way. Livingston has numbers. Davies gets fouled for the end one.
Oh no, they call it on the floor. Oh, that is really not a good call by the refs. All game has happened both ways.
99 out of 100 times you're going to see that be an and one for the shooter.
That is potentially a 3-point swing right there.
Doherty didn't even realize until right now that it was on the floor. That's just how, textbook that call is.
Oh man. That really, hopefully they could get something out of it though. Moody now with Harrington on him. Davies, nice pass by Moody. Blocked by Jermeau. 5-point game now with a minute to play. Upham. House
has an open lane and he's going to get his, maybe first points of the game, something like that. He's going to get his 2 points.
Timeout there by Concord. 3-point game here. Wayland with the lead. They got to finish this one out. A little bit unlucky there with the non-shooting foul there, but
as an unbiased fan, that's super cool. Like 3-point game, 56 seconds left is super interesting. As Wayland here, I think, like we said, they kind of gave up 5 points. That's not what they needed to do. 5 unanswered points, and
yeah, absolutely.
It's not. I don't know. It's not really entirely rebounds. It's not entirely anything singular in particular. It kind of just. I think Concord just really wants it, and they have the tenacity and the confidence to go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we mentioned with the finishing, I think part of that is when you're faced with adversity with that foul that was called on the floor, that would have been potentially an and one and 3 points. You got to fight through it. Now they're up just 3 points. They got to try to get a big bucket here. As now,
Wayland
coming out of the timeout.
have full trust in Doherty to tell the team what needs to be done and how they're going to need to play to finish and close this game out. Like you were saying earlier, 1 minute left and they've got the lead. They do not want this to be a repeat of Hopedale. They want this to be a well-earned win, and they want this to be the Kickstarter to a extremely successful season. And that's a long three from Lee.
No good.
Livingston with the offensive board.
Livingston thought he got fouled. Davies now puts it in. What a shot by Davies. Wow, what a big shot right there with 30 seconds to go.
5 points, Jameau for three. It's off.
Howes with the rebound. Getting doubled in the corner. Puts up a wild shot.
Jameau out of bounds.
Wayland ball. What a sequence there from Wayland as the crowd is going nuts right now.
Incredible defense on that offensive board.
Wow, you hear Gavin Davies right there screaming. I'm sure you heard that. That shows Gavin Davies is really the leader emotionally of this team. They are very happy there. And honestly, I think that foul there might have been some motivation.
I think that out of bounds ball right there, that's really just it might be the end, like the signal for the end of the game, right? It's a 5-point game, 24 seconds left.
Wayland ball
has possession. If they can run out this clock, eat up enough time, make it so that either they I don't know. I don't really see a clear path to victory for CC right here. They're looking pretty dejected. Wayland has all the momentum.
Yeah, CC will most likely foul here. They may wait like 5 seconds or so to try to get a steal. But if Wayland gets fouled, sinks them both at the line, that basically puts the game away.
Yeah.
But if they miss one, still a 2-possession game. It's
already a 5-point game. Usually in these scenarios, the foul shots are critical to ensuring that they ensure that they win. But they've already got that cushion, and if they can knock him down, that's just the dagger in the heart of CC right here. But I think the real dagger happened back there on the other end of the court when Gavin Davies got that second offensive board, tossing that layup.
Foul called on Concord Carlisle. That was dangerous. That's exactly how you lose the lead.
Right. CC mad that it wasn't a double dribble call. I don't think I saw a double dribble there.
I don't think he ever really had full possession of the ball.
Yeah.
Melvin now. Lee.
Whoa.
I don't think that was intentional there.
Devin Smith.
It looked like Devin Smith may have just got his arm wrapped around him when he didn't really mean to. So no bad blood, hopefully, here.
So it's going to be a regular reach-in, but obviously, as you can hear, probably could be interpreted as Smith just wrapping his arms around him.
Yeah, Lee now shooting at the line. He hits that one. What a big free throw there.
At this point, Concord Carlisle is going to need. I think it's already. Concord Carlisle is going to need a miracle to get back 7 points or 6 points. Well, 7 points now. Doherty jumping up and down.
Upham for three. No good. Upham with the rebound. Puts it up, gets it.
Chaos out here.
Doherty was not happy about something.
I think it was getting back at defense.
Yeah.
They let Jameau kind of just rush up the court. He was jumping up and down crazily. It's good to see that animation, that energy.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
That was really interesting. Like that offensive possession there by BC. Everyone was just screaming on both sides, both benches, both crowds, both coaches. Everyone was.
Yeah, complete chaos for a second there, and that's got to be a lot harder on the offense than it is on the defense.
Right.
To try to put a shot in, but I have to credit Upham there. Even though we missed the shot, followed it up, got a big bucket there. Wow.
Whoa.
I believe a coach just got ejected here.
Was it Upham or the coach? No, it's not Upham.
I think it was a coach.
I think it's that coach right
The
there.
Wayland student section is going wild right now.
Mr. Rollins making sure that
I don't know what just happened right there because there's no technical call.
I don't know. I think one of the coaches on CC was mailing off to the ref, and the ref just had enough.
They're trying to get things sorted out right now, as you see right there. We're trying to get things sorted out right
Livingston
now.
a little bit here. Doesn't seem like there's any Bible between the two actual teams, though.
No, no,
yeah.
not at all. It seems like they're talking. It's friendly right now. It seems like it's really both teams are angry with the refs right now, not with each other.
Yeah.
This really has been a great game, though, overall. Back and forth both ways.
Basically a nail-biter, comeback by CC. It's still not over. Wayland with possession. Melvin.
Wow, what a pass by Moses. Clear pass foul there. Called on number 23, George House. Melvin. Wow, what a pass in by Gavin Moser. He is loving it right now.
Moser knows what he did.
Gavin Moser, wow. A lot of energy right now. Gavin Moser, captain of the baseball team, going to Brandeis for baseball, showing off that arm there. Melvin will try to put this away right here. Misses it.
Moser and Melvin, they've been playing basketball together for years. You see them kind of celebrating already. Talking with House not having it.
Really an emotional game here.
Yeah. House is going out. Oh no, he's just talking with the coach.
Student section is on their feet right now. I believe a timeout may have been called here. The refs do not look happy though, as you see the student section there.
Student section is wild. You see athletic director Rollins there, kind of standing there, making sure nothing crazy happens.
Yeah. And as we've seen in the past, specifically last year against Boston Latin, we have had some fan interactions as the student section is now chanting for Josh Ellenbogen, who we saw a little bit of in the first game. Fan favorite. The Concord bench as he looks back with a little bit of a smirk. As you see on the screen there, we have girls varsity basketball game coming up right after this, so please stay tuned. 6-point lead for Wayland, 14.5 seconds. I'm Josh Schreiber, Kevin Wang next to me.
Wayland's got possession again. Moody over to Lee.
Lee, they're gonna foul
fouled.
Lee. Lee only has to, it would be really nice if he could just hit one here.
Yeah. One free throw.
I believe
puts
it
away
will
the
be a
game.
1-and-1. Here comes Josh Ellenbogen. Student section is loving it. Wow, look at them go nuts right here. Jordan Livingston loves it too.
Everyone's loving it.
MVP chance here. Lee to put the game away.
There it goes. There it goes.
Lee sinks that one.
CC's hopes of victory dashed, and the flames rises Josh Ellenbogen.
Lee hits them both there. Great free throw shooter. Upham
Bogan.
for three. No good. Now Smith for three. It's that one. What a win here.
That's incredible right there.
As we will move very quickly over to the girls game, but final score 68-63. Wayland coming out with the win there. I'm Josh Schreiber, Kevin Wang by my side. Thank you very much. We'll see you in a few minutes for the girls game with Charlie and CJ. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.